We are back on Taking Care of Business on Kern Radio Newstalk 1180. Our guest by phone is music legend Ray Stevens. You had a question for him,
Yeah,
Clay?
Ray, last night I was watching, as I said earlier, a number of the videos. Pretty exciting. And there was a wrestling match that Ray Stevens was in, and I was wondering if that was you. I mean, if it was, you really had a nice build.
Well, I cut a song called "The Blue Cyclone," and that's I'm sure the video you're referencing. And I was in the video not as a wrestler, but as a guy who heckled a wrestler and got creamed. And I think you might be referring to, there was a real wrestler named Ray Stevens, and he died a few years ago, and everybody thought it was me, and I have to keep reminding people, hey, I'm still alive, folks,
Yeah, he actually fought a fellow named Al Fredericks back in 1965. That was with the video on. It's on your group of videos. So, quite interesting. I looked at that and going...
Not my group of videos.
Well, maybe...
Well,
I'll send you the link.
What videos were you looking at, Clay? Or maybe we shouldn't go there.
I want to talk a little bit about some politics, because you've gotten some songs that came out recently regarding our illustrious president, Mr. What the hell's his name? Obama.
Osama or Obama, one of those.
You vote Obamacare. We'll vote
Hello.
you out.
Hello. Can you hear us? We wanted everybody to get a taste of your song about Obamacare.
Oh, yeah, We the People. That is a great song. That's got over 5 million hits by itself.
Yeah, you're talking about We the People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the health insurance business, Ray, and this guy's trying to put us out of business, and he's trying to destroy the economy and the medical care for seniors in this country.
He's trying to destroy the United States. What are you talking about? The guy's a monster. Get out of town, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is that how you really feel?
No. I feel a lot worse than that,
It's a radio show.
Yeah, there's only so much we can say, right? But yeah,
Well,
it is incredible.
I try to be subtle.
Do you have any other political songs coming out in the near future that we can watch for?
Oh gosh, yeah. I've got a couple of albums full. There's a song called "The Skies Just Ain't Friendly Anymore." Did you hear that?
Oh, that is a great, and the video that goes along with that is fantastic. The skies just ain't friendly anymore.
Yeah, it's about getting strip searched at the airport. And then there's one. The latest one is called the Obama Budget Plan, where the guy's counterfeiting money in his basement. Small potatoes compared to what they're doing in Washington, but there you go.
You know, it's funny. I first heard that you were back out doing this type of thing when a friend of mine sent me that very video, and I spent the whole 6 minutes cracking up. It was hilarious. But I wanted to mention something about the skies just aren't friendly anymore. I mean, I was flew out to Vancouver a couple months ago, and I got groped. I went through that scanner.
He went through it twice. He liked it so much.
Well, I went through this.
Some people do.
I went through the scanner, and the lady looked and said, "You've got nothing there. There's nothing to hide." I said, "Excuse me. I mean, it's a little rude."
Ray, you have a particular point of view as far as politics is concerned, and you probably know that in Hollywood it leans real far to the left. That's
what I've heard.
What's the leaning in Nashville?
I think it's to the right.
Do you?
Yeah, but that's just from my point of view. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
It's from the people you work with and pal around with and meet back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody I know, except maybe one or two idiots, do lean to the right, yes.
Have you, do you ever listen to Rush Limbaugh by chance?
Oh, every chance I get. What are you talking about?
He has a guest host named Walter Williams. Have you ever heard?
Yeah.
And Walter said that there's no way that Obama can lose this election because he's got the majority of the black vote, supposedly the educated women. He's also got all the government people. He's got the Hispanic vote because those they're hoping to, get their friends and relatives citizenship. He even has the Jewish community, which really surprises me. But that's Walter Williams' take on Obama.
Well, I like Walter. I've heard him on subbing for Rush many times, and I, however, think he's wrong on that score. I certainly hope so.
Who do you like in the presidential sweepstakes so far?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. it's too early to tell. You know, the guy that I like is not running, and that's Marco Rubio. I really think he's probably at one point going to be president of the United States, but you know, he's not throwing his hat in the ring this time, I understand.
Well, he's just getting started. He'll be there.
Yeah, I think eventually you might see a Christie Rubio ticket, you know, in 4 years possibly.
Well, quite possible, yeah.
You know, the one I'm leaning for this year is Herman Cain. Have you heard Herman Cain at all?
Oh, yeah. I've heard Herman. I don't know if he's got a shot, but I like him so far. I like Sarah Palin. I don't care what people say. I like Sarah Palin.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, and I say people, you know, some people are with me. They like her too, but there's so many detractors out there, you know. And I'm speaking, and they're not influencing me, but I'm speaking from the point of view that they might influence the election.
Yeah.
Well, I think she must really scare the Obama administration because they go after her every time they get an opportunity.
There you go. There's a dead giveaway right there. I mean, if you want to really put somebody out there that could beat Obama, she's probably the one.
Yeah, I think so. Our guest by phone is a legend, Ray Stevens.
A legend. I like that, Ray.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't know about that. I'll look that up in the dictionary.
Well, you know, I should have said living legend. I need to clarify
that. Yeah.
Well, we know that now that we've got you on the phone, but after that fight, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm glad I cleared that up.
Yeah. Speaking of Hollywood, I want to talk a little bit more about that. You know, in the 60s, our day, I can remember the protest albums, you know, Peter, Paul, and Mary, Joan Baez. Yeah. You know, you've got a great album out that's a Tea Party album, The Spirit of 76. And...
Right.
You know, the people on the right that are coming out now that are a lot like the people that came out on the left in the 60s, they're not given the acceptance that the left was when they protested in the 60s. I mean, it's almost like, you know, the Tea Party, people like you, your albums, people like us, are really out of the mainstream, like we're kind of the, you know, far out right kooks.
Yeah, well, we're Americans. I don't know what the mainstream media is. I think they may be communists. I don't know. But they certainly don't make any sense. They don't have a handle on reality as far as I can tell.
You know, and you know, we live in California, which, you know, this last election here, it's like that tidal wave stopped at the Sierra Nevadas, and that was it. But because, you know, we haven't got the message here in California yet.
I heard on a newscast the other day that California just approved helping to pay tuition for illegal aliens, and that's just totally absurd. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense at all.
California, just for your information, has no constitutional elected Republicans. Every constitutional position from the governor on down is a Democrat in this state. And California is 2 votes away in the Senate and the Assembly from having no influence at all. They'll have 2/3 of the majority in California. We just keep giving and giving and giving, and the people in California cannot continue to pay the taxes and give money away the way they have been. We can't continue to live under this the way it's being run right now.
Yeah, and you got people that don't realize that. It's like Margaret Thatcher said, eventually you run out of other people's money.
Well, there's no question about it, and we're losing businesses left and right, and the majority of the businesses seem to be going to Texas. So obviously Perry's doing something right back in Texas.
He might be the guy. You know, I heard he's thinking about running for president.
Yeah, poor Newt Gingrich. A lot of his staff left yesterday, and a lot of those people are going to Rick Perry, which leads you to believe that Perry might be making an announcement in the next couple days. It sounds like he's got his staff in line.
Well, you know, and one of the main guys with Gingrich went to Palente, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, time will tell. When we come back from the break, I want to talk to you a little bit about some other things you're doing now. I know there's a new project you're working on that's really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. We'll be back in a moment with Ray Charles on Taking Care of Business.
Ray Charles?
Oh, no!
Hey, it's Ray Peterson.
We'll be back in a minute with Ray Ragsdale.
That's good.
With Ray Stevens on Taking Care of Business on Kern Radio Newstalk 1180.